Welcome. Welcome to a world where constant consumption drives our highly commodified society. As products proliferate, people accumulate a diverse array of items, each with unique packaging and specific methods for disposal and recycling. In the UK alone, it is estimated that 90 billion pieces of plastic packaging are discarded annually. Of this, only 14% of the beauty industry's waste reaches recycling plants, and a mere 9% is actually recycled. The remainder ends up in landfills. Given that our client Isdin is a well-established Spanish skincare brand sold in over 40 countries, finding a service that can help reduce packaging waste related to their products is crucial. We believe that this service, conceived in a London context, can be easily adapted to various locations and specific needs. Let's delve into our proposition.
We are Team Harry Potters, a group of MA students with a multidisciplinary nature, meeting and working together in the library's Pod B at Central St. Martin's, London.
As international students who have moved to London over the past few years, we quickly realized that our individual recycling habits differ significantly from one another and are also vastly different from the London waste system.
Designing a service to reduce packaging waste was, therefore, a challenge but also an extraordinary opportunity for us to share culturally and environmentally friendly practices and expand our ideas based on these insights.
Our research plan followed the principles of a double diamond methodology with both qualitative and quantitative data, including but not limited to market research, consumer profiling, and industry practices research. It is important to note here that from a very early stage, we decided to target the youth in London, as we thought we could emphasize and resonate with them in a more effective way.
In that sense, based on our broad desk research, we phrased some questions in the form of a survey and interviews aimed at our peers in London. Our main findings indicated that Londoners feel very confused about how waste management works here, and they showcase different awareness levels on how to recycle. This confusion leads many to develop poor habits, such as throwing everything into the general bin. This highlights the need for more convenient recycling options and instructions. Regarding skincare branding specifically, people primarily rely on word-of-mouth marketing, making brand community an important strategy to adopt. This underscores the need to foster a community where people can share tips and experiences in a safe way. After gathering our consumers' insight, we wondered what practices companies and brands currently use to meet those needs. To answer this, we interviewed a specialist from a well-established skincare company in Japan. The interview revealed several key insights from the industry's perspective. First, the brand is already conscious of plastic pollution and has implemented eco-friendly practices within its supply chain. Interestingly, despite the brand's significant effort in waste management, its consumers often don't follow recycling instructions or are unaware of them. This means that the brand has no way to ensure that its user will actually take any advantage of the sustainability options offered to them. The culmination of our research from both consumer and industry perspectives has guided us in formulating our How Might We statement. We aimed for this research project to address the needs of both consumers and brand, bridging the gap between these two parties. As a result, our How Might We is:
How might we design an enjoyable experience that combines an enhanced skincare experience with sustainable practices amongst younger demographics?
Now let's delve into our proposed service. YourServe is an idea that arises from our understanding of what Isdin is known for and how we could activate the brand in a London context. In fact, it stemmed from the unpredictability of the UK weather, in which people never really know if they must take their sunscreen bottle along their journey. As Isdin is mostly known for its sunscreens, and there are many tennis courts and sports centers in London, we started ideating from the needs of our two personas, Emily and Alex. On the one hand, Emily, 26 years old, is a fair tennis player and has 2 pain points. First, she'd like to pair more easily with tennis players online with whom she could go practice. Second, she finds it particularly inconvenient to carry sunscreen bottles in her bag all around London before going to her training. The interviewee who inspired Emily said that,
To ensure not to forget sunscreen, I keep a bottle in each of my bags for different activities. Now, it has accumulated over 5 bottles in total.
On the other hand, Alex is an international student seeking to extend his network and meeting new people. He wants to participate in events ideally related to sports as he enjoys it himself very much. One of the quotes that inspired Alex was,
I'm seeking a mate who can share my interest in sports and play together. I want to enjoy sports with like-minded friends.
For both, this is how YourServe comes to the rescue. In terms of design overview, YourServe begins with a minimum viable product featuring a pump-as-you-go system. As the service demonstrates its effectiveness, it will evolve until becoming a minimum lovable service in London. Let me lead you through this development. So, at this first stage, the Pump As You Go has been designed to meet Emily's needs primarily. As she enters the tennis court, she will find a Pump As You Go filled with sunscreen. This device prevents her to carry her own sunscreen bottle to the court, as she can get a pump of sunscreen to apply directly on her skin. This in turn minimizes her packaging waste, as she doesn't need to buy any additional bottle or vessel at this point. How does the Pump As You Go work exactly? It's quite simple. Similar to tapping a credit card for the underground or using a phone to pay at any cashier, Emily can simply tap and pay as she goes. This enables her to conveniently get as many pumps of sunscreen as she needs during her practice sessions. As an interviewee said during our prototyping session,
It's really convenient to use this machine to reapply sunscreen in between rounds or as soon as I feel like my skin needs it.
our minimum marketable product takes the form of a refill station constituted of 4 distinct models. This refill station is meant to be implemented in stores with an important sport lovers traffic, therefore should be positioned around sports club or in this case, near tennis courts. As Emily enters the shop, she is welcomed by a staff member who explains what her options are. First, Emily can purchase a special sunscreen bottle which has been designed to make its refill easier and adaptable to the refill station. After this purchase, she can create an account on the Eastdean community platform, log in, and get access to a unique QR code. Now she's well equipped for the service. As soon as her bottle will be empty, Emily can go back to the refill station and ask for a refill. The staff will scan her unique QR codes, which will give her loyalty points on her account that can be used for her next purchase. Once the refill is completed, Emily will also receive a tangible token in the form of a tag, which she can attach to her bottle, proving that she contributes to the minimization of her plastic waste. Each refills equal 1 tag, and after collecting 5 of them, she can get a new bottle, making the offer both attractive and convenient, as she doesn't need to buy a big bottle of sunscreen in another place. The final stage of our service is the minimum lovable product, which takes the form of a mobile pop-up used as a promotional hub. This time, we're focusing on Alex's needs. The Caravan pop-up serves as a community building where Alex can easily connect with like-minded individuals passionate about sports. Positioned around campuses and sports clubs, it acts as a social gathering, encouraging people to engage in word-of-mouth promotion and join the Eastdean community online. Through this, they can access a matchmaking system that pairs with their social media to organize games and foster a real community around specific courts and sports clubs, with access to Pump As You Go and refill stations. In practice, the Caravan functions as a mobile refill station, offering all the features and options mentioned earlier. This means that if Alex needs a refill or a quick pump between games, he can visit the van. During the Bring Your Own Bottle event, Alex shows his friends the different services offered, further enhancing their engagement with the YourServe initiative.
Hey, would you like an introduction or be part of our community?
They can also spread the service themselves through word of mouth or by showing their customized bottle with tags to others and invite them to join the community online by creating an account.
That's such a good idea to collect these tags, and the bottle is so lightweight and therefore practical if we move from courts to courts around London. By the way, register online so that we can add you to our matchmaking group chat for the next game.
And finally, the Caravan will also have the option to dispose of any of your packaging waste, no matter the brand or utility, in order to get a free pump, bridging the gap between people's confusion regarding both recycling and brand's authenticity. Let me now summarize our value proposition from the different perspectives. For the brand, the service offers an innovative brand activation strategy that minimizes risk and uncertainty by building on its success. If proven viable in London, it can be easily adapted and expanded to other regions or even countries. From the user perspective, the service meets users' needs during sports training by eliminating the hassle of carrying skincare products and by providing convenient refill stations. It also fosters community building, allowing users to organize games and connect through the Eastdean community platform. In terms of sustainability, the service minimizes packaging waste by emphasizing on refill offering and presents a convenient recycling experience. Finally, according to us, the strongest value of this service is its ability to unconsciously make people adopt long-term sustainable practices while enjoying their favorite leisure activity. In conclusion, the service really departed from identifying the tennis community in London as a targeted audience, which aligned with Eastdean products and brand image. We just found out that Eastdean recently designed pop-up stands at the Roland Garros so-called French Open. Therefore, our service seems to be adequate and relevant for their current brand strategy. Lastly, and in a last effort, We also prototyped the pump as you go and tested it around our CSM campus on a sunny day. The result proved that such service can be very successful, as most of the testers validated the concept and said that they would pay between 0.5 to 1.20 pounds per pump. So if you'd ever want to develop this project further, la balle est dans votre camp, the ball is in your court. So, YourServe! Thanks for listening.